Hello, dear students. Welcome back. Class today. The new topic is going to start, and the topic chapter name is soils and minerals. Before to start this topic, firstly we will see what are the main content of this chapter. There are the three parts of this chapter. One is natural resource and the soil and the minerals. Okay, and after this, some few terms are there. Firstly, I am telling you the meaning of these terms. The first is exploit. Exploit means something is utilized or take advantage, right? You say you have heard the word utilization. Okay. Next one is replenish. Replenish. The meaning is fill up again, right? Means, for example, this word is used for the renewable source of energy, as like sunlight, as like wind. Okay, flowing of water. Okay, this is the term replenish is will be used. And the third point is alluvium. The word alluvium means any material deposit by the water. Something is coming with water, and anywhere it is being deposited. Okay, so what the material is deposited by the water, that material we do use the word aluminum, right? Pore, it's a minute opening. For example, you have seen the net. So in the net, some little pores are there. Okay, and and anywhere you see some there is a minute small pore are there, right? So it's a word we use pore. Next is ore, natural occurring mineral. Natural occurring minerals, rich material. The word ore we do use here. You have used the word iron ore, copper ore. Okay, so this is mentioned here. Naturally occurring minerals, rich material. This line we do use for the meaning of ore. Okay. Insulate, you have heard the word insulation. It is insulation, insulate. So that material used for insulation, that is called insulate. For example, the plastic, right? For example, the air. Air is the bad conductor for electricity. Okay, and plastic is an insulation for electricity and heat. The next is utensil. You're familiar with this word. There's no need to explain you. Refinery, where the petrol, place where the oil is, petrol, where the oil is refined. Okay, and the raw material, crude oil, we collect from the well, which is from sea. After this, we do refine it. Okay, that place, industry kind of also you may say it's called a this is called a refinery. There are so many refineries are there. Next is deposit, and it is mentioned here in the book the natural layer of sand, rock, or any matter. So we use something has come and collect anywhere. So we use the word deposit. After this now class, the chapter is being started. The first paragraph, page number 33. Nature has provided man a variety of resources, right? So what the advantage we are taking from class, it is mentioned here, nature has provided different types of different variety, different types of resources for the human beings, and we are using, for example, the water, soil, forests, animals. What are these are the natural resource, right? And by which we are taking the benefits. It is all helping us in our survival. Okay, and they are called natural resource. Means what the nature has provided varieties of resource. That resource is called a natural resources. Man has been using these resources for his comfortable living. To use a resource, man has to interact with his environment. So there is a need, and if we want to if we want to take the benefit from the nature, firstly we have to interact with the environment. Then we can take advantage from the environment. It is a very simple thing, right? So, class, the first definition is coming here. What is resource? Resource refer to a thing that fulfill the need of man. It is resource, something which fulfill the need of man, right? Something that fulfill the need of man. This is the resource. So, something that fulfill need of man. This is the definition of resource. Just learn it. And in other word, in another meaning also it is mentioned here. Anything that is useful to man is called resource. Okay, it includes water, air, soil, forest, animal, minerals. Okay, and so on. Trees. It is also the natural resource, and we are taking the advantage of types of soil. So it is. This is the source of nature. Every resource has its significance for the growth, development, and survival of various organisms, including man. Actually, for example, the cultivation, which is depend upon the types of soil. Whatever the types of soil is there, according to that soil, we do the people cultivation on the land, right? So it is also mentioned here. Every resource has its significance for the growth, development, and survival of various organisms, including man. Right? And now the next is the types of resources. There are the two types of resources. One is renewable, one is non-renewable. It is also has been mentioned, has been we have been discussed in the previous chapter. So it is also coming again in a complete, in a good way, in a broad way. So the resources broadly divided into two parts. One is renewable resource and a non-renewable resources. Okay. For example, the sunlight, wind, flowing water. What is it is renewable, right? And if you see the petroleum, crude oil, what we are taking from the sea, coal. It is this. What is this? This is the you see the petrol. Petrol, it is non-renewable because when it is exhausted, when it is utilized, so after this, it will take the millions. It will take the millions to millions and billions here, not so million, billion to billion here to replenish. Okay, so it comes in a. So there is a one table is given there, class, and this table you have to make in your copy. And here that is mentioned there, natural resource, which is dividing into two parts. One is renewable resource and a non-renewable resource. And renewable resource, which is further dividing into two parts. One is inexhaustible and exhaustible. Okay, inexhaustible is sunlight, wind, water. Exhaustible is soil, groundwater, agriculture product, right? And forest, living being, and their product. And after this, all the matters can be recycled. They are coming. They are renewable, but they're one time they're exhaust. After this, after a time, they replenish. Okay, they come again after the time. And the next is non-renewable. For example, the mineral resources and the natural gas, crude oil, coal, minerals. I explained years before. Okay, and oil, limestone, clay, marble, diamond, gold, and metal. All these things, they are the non-renewable because one time if it all finish, so it will take a long and a very much long time to renew. Renewable resources are resources that can be renewed or replenished. So replenish word used for the renew. It's again, it comes again after that time, it comes again. Okay, so it can be renewed or replenished. That means they can never finish from earth. It is a very good line is mentioned here. It's easy for your understanding. The thing is, it can never finish from earth. Okay, man can make unlimited use of these resources. They include water, wind, sunlight, and all living organisms. The living organism have the capacity to reproduce themselves. Class, the next point is coming. It's a non-renewable resource, and it's mentioned here. It cannot get replenished. It cannot get replenished. It means they can finish someday if man continues to exploit them, use them for discomfort. Man has to make limited use of these resources. What is mentioned here? Man has to means what we have to make limited use of these resources. They include all types of minerals like petroleum, gas, coal, iron, gold, mica. Right. So, class, you being understand here what is renewable and non-renewable, which cannot get replenished. It is non-renewable, and which get replenished and renew. This is renewable resources. Okay. So next is mentioned here. Land cover only 29% surface on Earth. Right, one third. Sorry, one fourth of the complete land covers. But the most of the man's activities are performed on the land, like agriculture, transport, mining, industry. Right? It is we are familiar with this wording. It is all being in the on the it is all going on the earth. Right? So class. Now classes, so it is mentioned here, land covers only 29% surface of earth, but most of the human beings activities are performed on the land, like agriculture, transport, mining, housing, right, and etc. So class, after this it is mentioning here, different types of resources are used from land. Different types of resources are used from land to perform these activities, right? So now class, after this topic, now we are moving toward the soil, right? And it is also being mentioned here, among them soil and minerals are of utmost importance. Utmost means maximum importance, right? And as we know how the soil is useful and for us, and what advantage we are taking from the soil, okay, or plants, and the minerals we are getting from the soil, okay, so from the land. So class, in the next class we will discuss about, actually this topic has three parts. One is natural resource, soil, and minerals. So class, so far we have been discussed natural resource. In the next class we will start the topic soil and minerals. We will study, okay, and we will see means what are the in the soil. We will learn the different types of soil, and what are the qualities, what are the qualities of different types of soils we will discuss. Okay class. So class, now I'm going to end my class here. So far, firstly you note down all the new terms in your copy, and make the figure which is mentioned on page number 34, types of resources. It's one hierarchy is given there. One tree diagram is mentioned here, is given there. Also I am sent to you. Yes, you draw in your copy, and in the next turn we will start the point. This one. Okay class, goodbye.